anyone there? Have I managed to tarnish my reputation? I mean, I hope not. Freaking banks. Okay. Hello. Guys, I am so... It's a whole whirlwind of emotions that's going through my brain. Through my brain and my feeling receptors, whatever. Process my payment, or it will be your procession. Man, I wish I could be that mean. That mean or that cool. Okay! Hello everyone! Ihelule! Welcome one and all to yet another stream from Kairi, the Grand Shaman of Atlantis, one of many different versions of Atlantis that exist in the fictional verse. I should have not said that. Okay, whatever. Hello, it's been a while! Oh man! Oh, feels good to be back, guys. Oh man, I still can't. I still can't believe it, especially since this happened now. It makes it even like I thought I was never gonna be able to do this stupid stream. Like, oh man. True, there's also Kairi Dark Hair form. Yeah. Indeed it is. By the way, I would like to extend a major thanks to my brother. By the way, yes, I doxed my brother. I apologize for that. His name is PS Weasel. If you want to check out the stuff that he has done, feel free to do so. He has a YouTube channel where he has a lot of the stuff that he's done over the years. He used to do abridged series. And I also voiced in some of them under a different name, a different moniker, if you will. It's good to hear and see you again. Yeah, and it's good to see you guys too. I know that like, oh man, I feel so bad about this. I mean, I shouldn't, because it's not my fault, but I can't help but be like, oh man, I should have scheduled the stream for another day, or I should have scheduled the stream for later, or something like that. You know, there's always that thought. But the fact of the matter is, I honestly thought one of two things. One, that the problem that I'm having with the bank would have been resolved by now, which was what I hoped. Or two, that if it didn't get resolved, that it would never go past like 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. at the latest. I never thought that like at 4:45 they would call me to go to the bank. Like that thought never crossed my mind. So when I started seeing the minutes tick by and stuff getting even worse than it was already, I started, holy crap. Hence why I asked my brother to come on here and explain what was going on. 'Cause, oh man, like, I'm this close to just switching banks altogether, but like it's so hard for me to do that. It's so hard for me to do that because like the people are nice, you know, and they're trying super hard to help me. It's just that they're fighting something that is unfightable. Let's put it like that. I mean, it's always fate to have stuff happening in the day. Well, you actually have an appointment already. Yes, that always happens. I had no idea. It's gotta be some rule of nature. It's gotta be some weird rule of nature that we're not privy to. The bureaucracy demon. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But yeah. But at last, now I'm here. I just hope that I didn't scare off like a bunch of folks, because again, this was completely unexpected. But like if I had expected this, I would have planned the stream for like either Wednesday or not Sunday, Saturday. I would have done that. It would have never been yesterday, because yesterday I went to the beach. And I know that sounds kind of weird because, you know, Atlantis and stuff, but you'd be surprised at how hard it is to actually get time to go to the beach. It's A Kairi stream? Scuff? Unexpected? Yeah, no, you're right. You are indeed correct, PPA. It should not be unexpected by now. New around, hello. Hi. Thank you for waiting, and again, apologies for the lateness. Oh, another thing that I want to apologize for is I left the Star Fox Adventure stream up. I forgot to like unlist it or reschedule it. And on the 9th of July, as it was scheduled, it like went up, and I saw that there were people who were actually waiting for me to start the stream, but it was never meant to start, and it's like, like people were worried about me even. But like I really want to apologize profusely for that, because when I saw people worried about me, I was like, dang it. Zed, hello. Hi. So yeah, anyone who is looking forward to like Star Fox Adventures, some say they're still waiting to this day. Yeah, no, like I really that was completely my fault. I should have. The thing is, I didn't think that my break was gonna be that long. Like I knew that my break was gonna be long, but I never thought that it would go like to almost an entire month. It just kind of happened that way. It just kind of happened that way. So what I did was, I put that stream to a day that I thought maybe by then I would start streaming, but yeah, no, stuff didn't happen that way. But yeah. Oh man. Again, I apologize. I am going to start playing Star Fox Adventures very soon. And by very soon, I mean... I've been thinking whether I should keep doing streams only on the weekends, or if I should, you know, try out like a stream or two during the week. But I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure about that. Like, okay, a little bit of an update. Hello, Floppa. Welcome back. You're listening to Sim Sick Tunes. Oh yeah, that is good. My bestie kept finding you on Haka streams. Yeah. Yeah, no, I've been on Haka streams quite a bit. To the point that sometimes I'm like, am I doing something wrong? Am I doing something wrong? Like, okay, yeah, I want to be like, I'm a VTuber as well. Okay, PNG tuber, but technicalities. So I'm a VTuber as well. Am I doing like something wrong by inserting myself so deep into the fandom of a certain VTuber? Like, sometimes I do wonder about that, but then I'm like, no, not really. Especially since, like, I'm just gonna say this, like, this is how I kind of approach my fandom of other VTubers, and I learned this. I learned this while I was trying to get like into voice acting, and while I was translating and all of that. I've learned to look at people you admire as potential co-workers instead of idols. And I don't mean idols in, like, you know, the Japanese music sense, or like what Hololive is. or what Hololive is, you know, oh, we're idols, we're say so idols, or whatever. No. I stopped putting people like that on a pedestal. I've started looking at these people as people I would like to work with someday. Like, people who are on the same boat as me, who are in a much better position than I am, undoubtedly, but that I hope to reach their level one day. I hope that, like, it's kind of like, yeah. You're good, Kairi. There's no rule barring VTubers from following other VTubers. Yeah, I know. It's just that sometimes I wonder, because I'm so small, you know. I tend to think about those things. I mean, if you followed me a while, you know that I'm a little bit meta on these things. So yeah, but yeah, I've been hanging out in Haka streams whenever I can, because the thing is, a little bit of an update, which is what I was gonna say. I've been staying at my parents' house these last 2 weeks. I'm going back to the capital on Sunday, unfortunately. Which is also something that I have to really, really think about, because, like, the prospect of having to go back to the capital really makes me sad. Like, it makes me pretty depressed. And I'm like, I don't know if that's the kind of life that I want. Like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk to my boss and ask if there's, like, absolutely no way of working remotely, because I've been living in the capital for 2 years already. It's been a long time. I've grown accustomed to the place. I know what to expect, and honestly, I still look at it and it's not, I don't identify with it, you know? It's just, but yeah, all of this to say that because I had to take care of all of this whole bank thing, I took, initially it was just a week off of work, and then it became 2, because I couldn't fix because I couldn't fix it in a week, and my boss graciously granted me the second week. Which means that since I haven't had to work, I've been able to tune into Haka's streams, because for me, they start at like 1 a.m. Most of them. He usually does one in the afternoon for me on Thursday. Yesterday he did Undertale, which I still have to watch the VOD, because from what people are saying, that it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. He did like VTubers playing Undertale is always interesting because they all have different takes on what the voices should be. And I haven't seen Haka's take yet, because the first time that he played Undertale, I was at work, and this time I was at the beach. So yeah, I gotta watch those VODs. But yeah, I've been able to tune in. I also like his fandom. Like it's a bunch of really. They're really kind-hearted. They're really kind-hearted people. In fact, I was surprised at the amount of support that I got, not only from people who follow me personally online, but like from like Haka's fandom, and Haka himself, when well, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. My father passed away, and that's the reason why I haven't been streaming. I wanted time to process it, to try to adjust to this new reality where he's no longer there, and I didn't want things to get out of hand. I didn't want like feelings to get out of hand, because that can lead to quote someone who advised me on this, it can lead to some unhealthy feedback loops, and I wanted to avoid that. I wanted to avoid that. I wanted to keep things normal. Some PNG tubers are fine, some of them, except okay, I don't know who that is, but yeah, no, I'm just going to address it a little bit, and if it's not the kind of talk that you're like in the right mindset to listen to right now, it's completely fine. You can click off the stream. But yeah, proper mourning takes time. Yeah, no, it does. The thing is, to be completely honest, I think I've been mourning the loss of my dad for many years now. A little bit of background, and I don't think that this is oversharing, because it's just, you know, it's just stuff that is like normal. Okay, I'm subbing to Haka. If they gave you support through this, they are my kind of people. Yeah. Yeah, like all I did like was you know, Haka is a I can tell, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not the best judge of character, but Haka is very human. You can tell that he's been through a lot, but he still has, you know, the chipper attitude, you know? So yeah. But yeah, basically what he did was, like, I sent him a super chat, just, you know, saying hey, I'm having a hard time, blah blah blah. But then his response, he went above and beyond, you know? It's like, it was just because since I was a regular, I wanted to I wanted to, you know, to just say something. I considered if it was the right thing to do or not, but the response that I got convinced me, no, okay, I didn't step on anyone's toes by doing this, and it's a good thing that I shared. He is in my mind too, yeah. But yeah, going back, just sharing a little bit about my dad. And this is a little bit of an immersion break, unless I mean, if you want to believe that Atlantis has like off-roading as a pastime. Off-roading Atlanteans, yeah, let's go with our 4x4s, our Jeeps, or Range Rovers. Heck yeah! But yeah, we used to go off-roading for a very long time. Atlantean shamans surely have fathers too. No, I don't know. I gotta check with the other acolytes. I gotta check with the other acolytes if they have fathers. I'm not sure. Off-road chariots, yes, exactly. I'm glad that you told me I was never able to do something like that. I was just peace. You know, I told him because like this is because it's that thing. Like again, I look at Haka and I see a fellow content creator, and I see someone who is like really nice, and I probably wouldn't have done that if he hadn't made it clear that he cares about his fandom like a lot. And since he's not that big, he can afford to do that. Like he's big, but not too big. If you understand, like he's big enough that he has a sizable fandom, but he's not big enough that that sizable fandom becomes completely impersonal, you know? It's fine, this is all part of the process. We are here for you. Thank you. Thank you, New Around, really. So yeah, we used to go off-roading a lot. It was one of my dad's favorite pastimes. My dad's favorite thing in the world was cars. Like cars in general. Like mostly off-road vehicles. You know, like I mentioned Jeeps and Range Rovers. We actually had a Range Rover, and what New Around said, thank you, really. But yeah, we used to go off-roading, and yeah, my dad had a Range Rover. That was the car that we used to take on those trips. And there's one thing that I do regret in terms of me and my dad, which is the last few times that he actually went to those off-roading meets, because there were meets, like it was like a bunch of people. You know how you have like anime conventions and stuff. Anime conventions or anime meets. Yeah, these were like off-roading meets. Local stuff. People usually knew each other. Sometimes you'd get like a new person or two, but everyone like with a love for the earth, a love for the earth, for nature, for going around between the trees and going over the mud puddles and getting your cars all dirty and stuff. Once I lost my dad's glasses in a mud pit. I immediately noticed when we got home. He had to ask the organizer of the meet to go back to the mud pit to get them. I still... Sega Rally stream when? I don't know when, but I've been wanting to do that since I started. I want to do a Sega Rally stream. Yes, indeed, I do. It's on the list. It's on the list. Hello, Cyanic Core. Welcome. I'm reminiscing about my dad. So yeah. Oh no, the cat went to the bathroom and now it stinks. Oh, okay. We'll just pretend that it's the great the great outdoors. So yeah, but the last few off-roading meets that he went to coincided when my depression was getting worse. And getting worse to the point that I was starting to be afraid of leaving the house or even leaving my hometown. Hey, without no D. Hello, Round D. Konkibu. No, konkubi. I have no idea what that means. Okay. Well, welcome. If you, I would advise for you to read the rules, and then we're probably golden. Okay, moving on. Sorry if that was a little bit too harsh. Not harsh. Like yeah. Let's call it harsh. I don't want to spend too much time with this. Okay. So yeah. When running this through deep, I'm tempted to remove it. Yeah, use your best judgment. Konchiku. Yeah, no, because I have no idea what that means. I know some Japanese, but that I don't know. It's probably if it's some like profanity, yes, please do. But yeah, as I was saying, the last few times that my dad actually went to those meets, it was when I was getting deeper into depression again, afraid to leave the house, afraid to leave my hometown. And when I finally got to the point where I was, because I've always struggled with like anxiety and depression and stuff. But, and I'm not gonna say that it was manageable because it did put a dent on my way of living. My enemy speaking skills aren't fit for this. I don't think that almost anyone's are. And that was actually one of the things that gave me a little bit... Audrey, hello! Hello! Welcome you to this here by stream. Right now I'm reminiscing about my dad because I feel comfortable enough to do that. And I was basically saying that, yeah, by the time that I started getting better from, my depression, by the time that I said, no, this is no way of living, I can't live like this. I can't live like this. I'm reminded of that line from WALL-E, like, I don't want to survive, I want to live. That's how I started feeling at the time. But during that time, while I was in that process, that's when he got really sick the first time. That's when he started not being able to do the off-roading thing anymore because he had respiratory problems. So yeah, that's when I think I started kind of like my mourning process, because I started realizing, oh, okay, we're not going to be able to do the one thing that we enjoyed together anymore. And this was around like 7 years ago. 7? 6? Yeah, it was around that time. It was around 7 to 6 years ago. So from then on, because my relationship with my dad has always been kind of weird. Like, I loved him, but he made it very hard for himself to be loved. You know? He was a man of many peculiarities. And a very strange way of showing he cared. Like, it's just how he was raised. Like, I don't put it, you know, too much. I don't blame him too much for it, basically. But yeah, and when I started, when I started realizing that things were never gonna actually be the same, because he couldn't go off-roading anymore, and his disease was one that it couldn't, like, it would never get better. It could only be managed so it wouldn't get worse. But he didn't let it get managed. He had his pride. He had his pride, and that prevented him from doing a lot of things that could have at least given him a few more years. But he's been in that process ever since then, like I said, for 6 to 7 years. And we've seen it, we were watching it happen, and we were unable to do anything about it. So yeah, it was just like the culmination of a very, very long process. Which is why it didn't really come as a surprise. Oh, okay. Okay. Hi, Shinya. Yeah, no, there will be no mention of nipples in this stream. Oh dear, I think I just did. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, what the heck should I say about that? Like, okay, I understand, but yeah, 6 to 7 years, such a long time. Yeah. No, again, that's why it wasn't really a surprise. We just saw him get worse, and then a little better, but then after a while, it's just like getting worse and worse and worse, to the point that we started realizing, okay, it's never gonna get better. It's never gonna get better, like, and there's only one way that this can end. 100% say so! Oh yeah! I mean... By the way, I don't know, like, if Zodiac is still here. Because, by the way, I think that you guys noticed, yeah, I posted a while ago, I think it was like 1 week before I went on break, before my dad passed away. I posted a short little clip from one of my Crash Bandicoot streams, and there's actually another one. There's actually another one, and again, Zodiac, if you're here, like, I know that you asked me to post it somewhere, and that made me think, should I post it on my own channel, or like, should I, like, because that was the original intent, but then I went like, is it weird to post the same thing twice, like, or something? Say so, super idol Kairi Akira. Yep, indeed. So yeah, because yeah, we have that other clip, And I was wondering if I should post it or not. Absolutely? Okay, yeah. Then, all right, guys. I am going to post it. I don't know, like, if I'm still gonna do it today or tomorrow. Maybe it's what the heck? I'll post it after stream. So look forward to it. I just can't really say how long the stream is gonna be because I have no idea. Again, I had this plan to start at 6. Do it. Heck yeah. Yes, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. No. Okay, consider that I have a channel where I upload stuff that I work on, but it's mostly to give more exposure between various content creators and their community. Oh, okay. Okay, got it. Okay, got it. So, yeah. Hey, it's gonna be a little extra celebration for the end of my break. So, yeah. I can tell you guys that, but of course you can upload those videos on your end, like, absolutely, lol. What time is it for me? I'm GMT, so that means I'm 7:30 p.m. right now. But yeah. So yeah. In short, yeah, that was the main reason behind the break, but we're adapting fairly quick. Again, it was a very long process and it didn't surprise anyone. You know what I think? This is gonna get kind of real. GMT friend, yes indeed, haha. You know what is one of the weirdest things about not having my dad around anymore? And it's not like I didn't see it coming, as it were. But it's the fact that my dad is no longer there, but my cat and my grandma are. Which is... I mean, my grandma is not like in the best shape, but she's still here. She's still alive, and my dad isn't. And like, growing up, I would have never thought that would happen. Get real as long as it helps you work through your emotions. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's one of the weirdest parts is seeing my cat here, going around here, and be like, because she's not young. My cat is 11. My cat is 11. So like, and I have no idea like how long she's gonna last, because with cats it's like, okay, when they get to 11, they're already seniors, right? But after that, it's like you can have cats that survive up until like 14. You can have cats that survive up until 16. You have cats that survive over 20. It's never like, it's not an exact science. Maybe she's immortal. Agreed. my grandma? I mean, her dad. Okay, since I'm sharing, you know, interesting things, she can double that age real easy. Yes, which again, I have no idea if she's gonna be able to. I mean, I sure wish. Mitzi, do you want to grow to be 20? Eh? She's the Queen of England. Oh man. Oh man. I mean, every time that I think of Queen Elizabeth, now I think of Salty DK Dan because of the thing that he did. Like when she died, he pretended that he was her, and hilarity ensued. Okay. But yeah, just to share a little bit of an interesting tidbit about my family. I always exaggerate like this when it comes to discussing aging. It's important to keep hope as you get older. Yeah, it is. It's super is, and that actually leads me to a different. Wait, who? Can you elaborate on that? Oh, Salty DK Dan. Salty DK Dan. He is a YouTuber. He's a YouTuber. He also does streams on Twitch, I think. Yeah, no, he does. And like, I don't exactly know how he got popular. The first time that I heard of him was because he was following my brother on Twitter, which is kind of weird. He does streams, and then he posts up like compilations of moments from those streams. And sometimes he does these weird little projects, like, for example, gathering a bunch of friends and introducing them to strange concepts. He's really funny. He's really funny. If like if like that sort of like embarrassing give no frequently asked question things. Frequently asked questions is your thing. There is no tooth fairy, there is no Easter bunny, and there is no Queen of England. It's your bro's secret identity, don't blow it up. It's not exactly a secret identity. Actually, no. It's just no, he follows my brother's public account. It's not like a private, you know? Cuz right, Audrey, I don't think that you were here. That you were here first. But yeah, like, I started stream late because I was at the bank, and I asked my brother to come here on stream and tell people what was going on. I took the chance to tell people like some of the stuff that he does, and say, oh hey, look, it's my brother. But yeah, no, but it's okay. It's okay. Like he doesn't mind me talking about it. So yeah. Secret identity? Are we on that superhero grind now? Nah. I mean, my identity is kinda sorta secret. Hello, I'm Kairi Akita. I'm a shaman from Atlantis. How are you doing? Yeah, no, but with my brother, it's always been like, if he did, you'd have to delete half your archives. Yes. Yeah. No, like if he wants me to delete something because I mentioned him in a way or something, or I said something that he doesn't want made public, like, I would be 100% behind that. Like, you know, okay, a little bit, okay, like, kayfabe off. You know, the saddest part about my brother is that he doesn't want to have an Atlantean avatar. So, like, when I finally managed to get him on a stream, he's not gonna look anything like me. The kayfabe is going to suffer. I know your secret identity. It's Kairi. From Kingdom Hearts, yes. Wait, no. I don't act anything like her. So yeah. But yeah, though that does make me a little shame on him. That's that thing, like, you know, like he wants to have his own identity, you know? And I understand that. I think that what I'm gonna do is probably like I'm gonna make two versions. I'm gonna make two versions of his Did he offer any alternative? Yeah, he has this like avatar that I will he have to draw him as a Neji Saneko C? No, he does have a thing. He does have a thing planned. He does have a thing planned. I think that he wants to like rework it a little bit, but if all else fails, kayfabe cuts a bra. Because if that's the thing, I'll never let him live it down. No, like actually, it's interesting in terms of Sonic OCs. Neither me nor my brother were very edgy. You know, we liked the edgy characters. We never imagined ourselves as like as edgy. Like our characters were not edgy. I mean, I did have like a couple of edgy characters, but they were not my avatars. You know, which is a little bit different. But yeah, no, he's working on an avatar, and two things. One, if all else fails, I'll represent him as Ibuki Miyoda from Danganronpa from Super Danganronpa 2, because he's done that before. he's represented himself as her. Sure, crawling in my skin. Yeah, no, but no, okay. I'm gonna be 100% honest. My Sonic OC did have a little bit of an edge, a little bit of that not really justified edge. But the attitude overall was, you know, kind of chipper and stuff. Good impression, thank you. But yeah, but like, I mean, the character that I am now also has a little bit of an edge. It's just that it's not as present, you know? Because like, there's a reason why I'm a shaman. There's a reason why I was able to get this whole thing of being able to communicate with the spirits with not a lot of effort, because a little bit of lore. Anyone can, like in Atlantis, anyone can be a shaman. It's just that some people are more like they have more of a natural talent, let's put it like that, for it. And that is my case, but it was exacerbated by something that happened. Sonic the Hedgehog. Crawling in my crawl! These crawls, they will not crawl! Was it Infinite Edgy or Cold Steel Edgy? I have no idea. I'm not familiar with those terms, actually. To appease and seal away the ghosts of your cringy old OCs before anyone sees them. Exactly! Exactly! That's why I became a shaman. Wait, that would be more of an exorcist. I mean, we also do we also do exorcisms, but it's, you know. There's no edge, my friend. You are flamboyant, and I mean that in the best way possible. Thank you. Thank you so much, Audrey. Really? Infinite is a Sonic Forces character with little personality other than Edge. And can I be honest? I love him for it. He makes me laugh. Oh man. I love everything. I love everything about how edgy Infinite is, because like he really is that they like, okay, so the developers looked at like edgy Sonic OCs and put them all in a blender and out came Infinite. And even like his way of talking is it's so funny. Oh man. I love the fact that Infinite exists. Let's put it like that. Cold Steel, meanwhile, is a meme OC making fun of edgy OCs. Oh, I am not weak, says the guy who got kicked by Shadow. Yeah. Yep. Never bought Forces, so it's not much of a sore spot. Yeah, no, I understand that. I'm not just a bit. I'm a collector. I'm a collector, so like, yeah, I got Forces. I got Sonic Forces. I got Sonic Forces. I also have Sonic 06. I have Sonic Boom. I have Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, which this is how far my nerdiness goes for Sonic. I want to buy a Wii U because I want to play Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. Like, legit. I know that Wii U's, even though they're cheaper now, they're still like over 100 euros, but I still want to buy one just to play Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. And maybe Star Fox Zero, because I don't know, I'm kind of okay, I'm gonna drop the pretense and I'm gonna, swear a little bit. I like games whose development histories, I like media whose development histories are kind of a shit show. and both Sonic Boom and Star Fox Zero fit that bill. Wait, you're right. Yo, I remembered. How did you survive the heat wave? Pretty good. Pretty good, I think. Here's the thing. It takes a lot. It doesn't take much for me to feel cold, and it takes a bit more than average for me to actually feel like, oppressive heat. Like, I can take the heat better than most people can, but that also comes with a caveat, which is cold weather for me is very, very annoying. It also doesn't help that winter clothes are super annoying, and I really don't like layering. So... Not the call out. Okay. Yeah, I like that they use Sonic-like characters in general, though it is a little weird alongside the human games. Have you played Lost World? Okay, I don't know what that's referring to. Sorry, Cyanic. But yeah, have you played Lost World? Not yet. No. I have not played the Sonic Lost World. I think that it's available on Steam, but I haven't bought it yet. I mean, even if I buy it on Steam, I still want a physical release, because that's the kind of collector that I am. Oh yeah, but the layering is the good part. I mean, on one hand, yeah. On the other, I don't know. Like, I get annoyed easily if I have to like put on more than like 3. Okay, just like more than 2 pieces of clothing like on the top is already kind of annoying. I think that it's also because like I think that it's like I don't really like tight-fitting clothing like in general, and for the most part, when you do layering for the cold, the clothes have to be tight on some level. So yeah, it's a little bit annoying. Like for example, one bit of fashion that I can't really get into, no matter how much I try, is skinny jeans. Give me in terms of modern clothing, give me cargos, bell bottoms, wide leg pants, or anything that doesn't cling to your legs, and we're golden. Like, I really don't like the only thing that I tolerate, and even then it's like tolerate because I have to. Because to give you an idea of how much of a cold person I am, yeah, I wear tights in winter. And I kind of hate it. I don't like having to wear it. I don't like having to wear them. But if I don't, then I'm like then my teeth are just clattering all the time, and that's not good. Like, I legit get like cold if I don't wear like anything on the legs. I mean, you have to wear something on the legs. You're not gonna go like around like yeah, the style that I'm wearing right now. Yeah, no, if you try to wear it in Portugal in the winter, yeah, no, goodbye. So yeah. Lost World is available on the Wii U as well, though at this point you'd need a disc. It's great and kind of bad at the same time. Yeah, that's what I heard about it. That's what I heard about it. Like, the only thing that I saw of Lost World was like the cutscenes. I remember being disappointed at the story, but that's like, I'm very particular about story in my Sonic games, and for a long time, the games were not giving me anything close to what I would like in a Sonic story. But then again, I'm a bit biased because my favorite game in the Sonic franchise is Sonic Adventure, and it's really because of Knuckles. I'm just, yeah. Second favorite, probably Sonic Adventure 2. Again, the story also has a lot to do with that. By human games, I mean Sonic games like Sonic Adventure, where humans are more common than Sonic-like characters. They can definitely have both types, but so far the games with humans feel more serious. Yeah, I think that the one exception would be Sonic Unleashed, because Sonic Unleashed actually did something that I had been saying for the longest time. Like, okay, so I got into the Sonic fandom in late 2003. In late 2003, early 2004. It was during Sonic X's run. I can even tell you what episode had aired last. When I got into Sonic X, it had been episode 27. So like the Sonic Adventure, I was super hyped because Tikal was going to be in the next one. She was going to be in episode 28 and 28, and I was like, dude, not for Big the Cat, no. no, Froggy. Where could my Polywog pal be? I don't know who'd bother to save us both. Oh man. I think that Big is... He got a little too much hate. I'm just gonna say that. Boy, the stories in the 2010s. Yeah, no. If you wanted a good Sonic story, If you wanted a good Sonic story, you would have to go to the comics. Like, they had their issues, but by that point in time, Ian Flynn was already very well established. Like, Ian Flynn got into the Sonic comics in 2006. I think that I could be wrong. I think that he also wrote some Sonic X issues. I could be wrong. I don't really remember that. But not Kairi pulling the receipts. Audrey, the word of warning. I do that a lot. I do that a lot. Like, if there's like actual proof that a thing happened at this particular day, at this particular time, like, I like, but that's just something that I like, you know. I like pinpointing like the day of things. You know, I think it also comes with a little bit of my collector mindset, because when I collect things, I usually organize them chronologically as well. So, so yeah. Oh heck, I got into Sonic around the same time, 2004 specifically, thanks to Sonic Heroes. Sonic Heroes has a very special place in my heart for bringing back the Chaotix. Like, me and my brother, we were so happy to see them back. Like, you have no idea. We got a GameCube because of Sonic Heroes. Because we were just so excited. We were just so excited. Like, we had planned on getting a GameCube for games like Super Smash Bros. Melee and Pokemon Colosseum, but it was Sonic Heroes that actually made us take the plunge. Like, legit. I'm preparing memes of you, be ready. Thank you. I don't have a meme tag. Oh wait, no. Yes, I do. It's Kai Ruffle. I do have a meme tag. It's just that, you know, it hasn't really been used before, but yes, thank you. And then you played it. Tragic. I mean, I don't know. Is the fact that I played it the tragic part, or is the fact that I played it so much that the disc has been burnt to smithereens and doesn't work anymore the tragic part? So yeah, Froggy is at Bass Pro Shop. Bass. Yeah, I always confuse those two. I was born in 2004. Oh, by the way, Cyanic. If you see me referencing stuff that happened that should have been way before my time as Kairi Akira, Grand Shaman of Atlantis, born in 64 BC, present time 50 BC, the same time in which the Asterix comic books take place. Just remember, the reason why I'm able to be here is because of time travel shenanigans. So my sense of time is all sorts of messed up. Also, people say that I'm an old soul. So take that as you will. Yeah. Also, episode 27, you just missed Supersonic's first appearance. Yeah, no, like, when I got into Sonic X, the discourse, because by the time that I got into Sonic X, I hadn't been in internet forums for some time. I had been on internet forums, like, the first time that I was in internet forums was because of Digimon. And then I stopped for a while, and then I got in again because of Sonic. The discourse was like, the people were still massively hyped for Supersonic. Like, yeah, like, episode 27 had already come out, episode 28 was on the way, and people were still raving about Supersonic. Like, that was legit a big deal back then. Yeah, Ian Flynn is awesome. Yes, probably gonna talk about it a little bit later. Big and fishing is okay, but mandatory in the first game with varied gameplay, the hate at least makes it. Yes. Yes, no, it does. It does. Like, if it was an optional minigame, yeah. Like, but it's especially because the thought process behind putting big stages in the game was, oh, let's give people let's give people a little bit of a respite from all the running around, you know, all the speed and stuff. And like, yeah, that's fine if it's not mandatory. Like, you're not giving much. You're basically putting people in front of a body of water and saying, "Relax, damn it, or else I'm gonna come for you, and you're not gonna like it. I'm gonna smack you in the face." So yeah. So playing Sonic Heroes is always a tragedy. Sometimes it veers into dark comedy. I mean, yeah. There's a few lines from Sonic Heroes that me and my brother still quote, like, on the daily, like memes. You know, like one of them was like, whenever we're at a train station or something, or when we're watching media or something with trains, it's like, oh look, here comes the train! Whoa! Again, the chaotics. Man, like, I was kind of sad. Like, at the time when the chaotics when the chaotics came back, people were already kind of like, oh, more new characters, and I'm like, no, these are not new characters. They've been around for so long, you idiots. Ah, whatever. Okay. I went for the PS2 myself, and I also got the PC version of Heroes, and almost got all the emeralds before my laptop went kaput. Then I finally finished the game in April 2020. Yeah. By the way, I've mentioned this before, but if anyone's planning on playing Sonic Heroes, best team to get the emeralds, Team Chaotix. Not as slow as Team Rose, but the levels aren't as hard or like long as Team Sonic, or especially Team Dark. So yeah, there's my advice. There's my advice for you to collect all the Chaos Emeralds. That's what me and my brother did. So yeah. By the way, one thing that I noticed when I first tried playing Sonic Heroes on the PS2 is that the PS2 version is not as well optimized as the GameCube version for whatever reason. It feels a lot more janky. Like, me and my brother, we were used to the GameCube version for a very long time. Again, our disc burnt itself to hell. Dang it. And the first time that we tried playing it on the PS2, it felt weird. And it was not the controller, it was the actual, like, controls. You know? Kind of... Kairi the Boomer. Kinda. I mean, I know that these young people these days, they like calling everyone who's older than them boomers, you know? Completely forgetting that there's at least 2 generations between Zoomers and Boomers. Those generations being Generation X and Generation Y, otherwise known as the Millennials, otherwise known as the people who ruined the economy because they couldn't afford to buy houses or gold. Or something like that. Yeah, time travel, what fun! Yes, indeed, it doesn't get confusing at all, no siree. I've been rewatching Sonic X recently since it's on YouTube now. The Chris controversy makes a bit more sense than it used to, but it also feels like they needed him. Yeah, no, like, Chris is an interesting figure, I think. I think that the problem with Chris is, like, the core concept of Chris, you know, a human that is, you know, closer to Sonic and Co., you know, that can kind of serve as an audience surrogate. That idea was not bad. I think that the problem is what they made Chris out to be. like, there's a bunch of factors in him that don't work. I'm gonna try to be really brief about this. There's two major factors that don't work with Chris. One, the fact that his family is stinking rich, it feels a little bit contrived. Like, what would be the odds of Sonic landing on the house of someone who just happens to have all the means at their disposal to do whatever is needed, especially like for example the mechanical things, like it just feels a little bit too coinky-dinky. And second, I do feel like his personality did not help. I don't know what the thought process was with Chris's personality. I think that because one thing is him being, kind of low-key, friendly and lonely, but the way that they made it made him feel more clingy than lonely. If you catch my drift. And I think that those two problems are the biggest problems with Chris. I do think that the personality one is worse, because like he could be like a rich kid. He could be a rich kid and have all of that ready at the go. But he could like act different. He could act like someone who could actually be part of whatever it was that they were trying to do. Like, someone who would fit in with the Mobians. I know that we can't call them Mobians anymore, but that's what I'm gonna call them. They're Mobians. Yeah, I think that there should have been a little bit more thought put into what Chris was like. Because then you have scenes like, that one that we all know at the end of the show. So, yeah. Okay, going back, catching up on chat. Supersonic is always so cool. I can't blame them for being so happy. I kept cheating in the collections to get Supersonic early. Nowadays, I've beaten the special stages in Origins and Mania. Yeah. I've actually been wondering if I should play Origins or if I should actually go back and try to emulate Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Because I hear that there are some issues with Sonic Origins, but Sonic Origins also has that whole thing of the little animations that I haven't seen them yet. Partly because I kind of wanted to react to them on stream. So, yeah. Having the kid around is good for the people watching to connect to Sonic, right? My outlook on that started to change around Season 2, though. Forgot to say, nice job, Jody. Team Rose was my go-to for the Emeralds. Yeah. Yeah, that kind of goes with what I said. I think that having an audience surrogate is not a bad thing in itself, but you need to be careful about how you handle that audience surrogate, because there's a reason why, for example, harem protagonists and isekai protagonists get a lot of flack, and maybe the fact that Sonic X is a Japanese product also plays a little bit into that, because it was a little bit it was what they thought would be wish fulfillment for the kids watching. And I was already a teen by that. I was already a teen by that time when I first watched it. But I remember that having an audience surrogate was not, the thing is you can have a kid be part of the main cast and be an audience surrogate, but you have to pair it up with a good personality. And a good personality can be a multitude of things. It doesn't have to be just one set personality. And I don't think that they thought hard enough about that. But then again, Sonic X, I feel, if you see the pilot, I think that the pilot, the pilot, or it's not exactly a pilot. It's It's also not a teaser. It's more like a proof of concept that's available on YouTube to watch. And if you look at that, it's completely different from what we got. And like, I look at that, and I'm like, what was wrong with this? What was wrong with it? Because it's like this. Nowadays, I know what one of the problems could have been. A certain problem named KP. If you know, you know. Nowadays, that could have been a problem. But at that time, we're talking like 2002, 2003. That was not an issue back then. And I really don't understand why did they feel the need to change it from, oh, this is Sonic's world, to let's put Sonic in the human world. A human world where apparently the Mega Drive was never a thing. So yeah. Oh man. I think I talked too long. I think I talked too long. I'm a little bit behind on chat. Sorry. Okay. Okay, I watched another VTuber play the PS2 version, and there were all kinds of bugs and glitches. I don't remember them from the GameCube. Yes, yes, there you go. I have ruined the economy, and I will ruin it even more. Oh yeah. Yes, you and wink, Will. Don't forget he also happens to land in the pool. Yeah, he lands in the pool. Yeah, imagine if he didn't have a pool. Sonic would be dead. On rewatch, he felt good enough as an audience projection until the emeralds are gathered at the end of the season. That's when they made him clingy and all rather more than a neutral figure. Have a nice dinner, Zodiac. Hope it's delicious. I actually don't know what we're gonna have for dinner today. I'm gonna have to ask the provider. I love Sonic Riders, Sonic Heroes, and Sonic the Hedgehog. Why? Because I own the PS2. Good. I often see people say Helen, wheelchair girl, should have been Sonic's main human friend in Sonic X. Yeah, I've seen that a lot too, especially since she visually already looks like Maria. That would have made a lot more sense, you know, for the whole this human reminds me of Maria thing that they did in the Sonic X in the Sonic Adventure 2 adaptation. Origins gets more clicks, but at the same time, it seems a lot like the worst play to play every game on it. Audrey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm only reading this now. I'm sorry. I'm only. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Okay. My meme tag is hashtag Kai Ruffle, like the initials. Roll on floor laughing. Kai Ruffle. I hope you're still here. Sorry. Okay, I think Origins is fine. It's the Retro Engine remakes, just on consoles. And in Sonic 3 case, it made me appreciate the game way more. Also, I love the addition of Amy in Plus. Yeah, no, that's a good thing. Are you talking about the writer everyone totally loves? Yes. Yes, I am. I'm glad that you know. I'm glad that I only have to mention the initials and you can tell who I'm talking about. Yes. I remember I was a little peeved that in the first episode starts in Sonic's own world full of adventure, and then the rest of the series is just some American kid. Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that a lot of the decisions in Sonic X, I think, came from a misunderstanding of why Western people loved Sonic so much. Which is stupid because they could have just looked at. I'm not saying please don't look at Sonic Underground. it's gonna be your downfall. Like, if you say that you like Sonic Underground on some level, you're gonna get crucified by the internet. Which is why I'm not gonna say my opinion on Sonic Underground. Okay, I'll say my opinion on Sonic Underground. It's kinda cool. It's stupid. It's super stupid. It has Knuckles in it, so I'm kind of biased. It was the very first time that I saw Knuckles animated. Again, bias. But it does a lot of things that, for example, Set Am didn't do, that I do believe if they were put in a competent writing team's hands, I think that Sonic Underground could have been great. It could have literally been the second coming of Set Am. Basically. So yeah. The biggest sin with Origins to me is the prototype music for Sonic 3 and the new Supersonic theme being poorly done. Oh, they changed the music? What? Jun Senoue doesn't seem to jive with retro style music. Oh no. Okay, I get it now. I didn't get Origins since I have some older ports, but it looks like on top of that, all of the older glitches and new ones exist. Dude, you've re-released these games so many times. What? Or have you seriously never stopped to look at them? Eh. There's also adding so much additional content like Amy. I don't mind her being in Superstars, but it doesn't make much sense for Origins. Yeah, no, like, I like Amy being there on one hand, but on the other, yeah, no, Amy in Sonic 3 and Knuckles doesn't really make a lot of sense. You know what we can think of it as? It's like Amy's wild vacation. Like, Amy one day just decided to go take a vacation on West Side Island, and she went through all the places that she remembered Sonic and Tails tell her about. To her surprise, Robotnik was still there, so she decided, I am going to prove that I can do just as well as Sonic and Tails, and she beat Robotnik's butt. The end, said Thomas. The hell was that? Trumpet? I don't know. Wait. Okay. Something could have happened. I have my headphones on, so I don't know. I don't know like what kind of noise is going on outside, but the thing is, we're having a fair in my hometown right now. And they have these speakers blasting music all over the town, so that might have been it. Okay. I'll tag you in it, dear. Don't worry, I got you. I'm sticking around. Thank you. Why make a big deal about giving Amy a super form while still treating all of them other than Sonic as non-canon? Yep, that's something that I wonder as well. Like, why the heck? Super Tails was a thing, and it was kinda cool. Why didn't you? Meh. Kairi's blood be on me and on my children. Oh. Oh no. Crucifying you for praising Sonic Underground. Again, I'm sorry. It's just like nostalgia is one hell of a drug, man. No, but I've rewatched Sonic Underground like fairly recently, like some 5 years ago, and fairly recently. Oh man, above all else, like the animation, my goodness. It's that kind of animation that is like late 90s European, which makes a lot of sense because that's that's what it is. I think that most of the Sonic Underground. Okay, do you guys know a show named Kangoo? It was a show about kangaroos that played basketball and they stopped crimes. It was French, if I recall correctly. And it had this very specific style of animation that I've seen. It was probably not even the first one to have it, but it had this look to it that I associate a lot with European animation from the 90s. I have unleashed the Kangoo. So I wasn't remembering it wrong, yeah. But yeah, the show had a very distinct look to it that I saw, like, it went on through like most of the early 2000s as well. There was another show that I used to watch a lot because it aired after like Digimon Tamers, I think. I used to wake up early to record Digimon Tamers. It was something called Triple Z, something like that, and it was actually a premise. It was actually a premise that I liked a lot. Which was two Roman gladiators that got transported to the future. Relatable, by the way. And they made a friend. And they made a friend who was a girl, and they became stuntmen for like movie productions and stuff. And the villains were like two frogs, and I think that they were based on like Egypt, I think. And they were all after these like I don't remember what they were, so I'm just gonna call them MacGuffins. They were after these MacGuffins that they needed to fix the past, I think. Like, because there was always a point in the episode where they went back to the past. I don't know, it was weird, but yeah, no, like, but Kangoo, my goodness. Kangoo, like, I tried to look for the first episode of that. I don't remember why. It was like a while ago, and like the very first episode was about drug trafficking, I think. No, wait, no, not drug trafficking. It was gun trafficking. So yeah, imagine that you're a kid in the late 90s, and then you watch this new show that has kangaroos that play basketball, and the very first episode is them dismantling a gun trafficking ring. European animation is wild, man. That vaguely rings a bell. Yeah, like I think that it's pretty obscure. Like, again, like, other than me and my brother, I don't know anyone else who knows about Triple Z. It's like, but yeah. Oh, by the way, the characters were like anthropomorphic dogs, I think. I was trying to remember what was their names. One of them was Zanzibar, I think. It was contemporary with a few other really weird shows. Yeah, like right now I'm not remembering any others. I'm remembering other shows that we used to have, but not like completely. All of which I remember almost nothing about except some scattered imagery, like Mighty Ducks. Oh yeah. Mighty Ducks, which for some reason always comes to mind whenever people talk about Lunatics Unleashed. I have no idea why. You remember Triple Z too? Oh, dude! And gargoyles, yeah. Like, I think that my favorite thing about Mighty Ducks is that one of the characters is voiced by Brad Garrett, who voiced Big Dog in Two Stupid Dogs. And that's about it, because I think I watched like only one episode. And Mummies, where did these teenagers transform into mummy Power Rangers? Mummies Alive? Was that it? It was on Super RT. Oh! Yeah, because like Triple Z, I assume that it's French, but I don't. But I'm not. Oh, wait, actually, like, I have the internet right at my fingertips. What the heck am I doing? Triple Z is a French cartoon that aired during 1998 and 2000. It was rerun on an Italian channel in 2005. It was also aired on the German Super RTL channel in 2002. The show was produced by Animage Studios. Zero and Zanzibar, and their friend was Zazie. Yeah, I liked this show. Okay, it was kind of weird. Triple Z is Français. Yeah. Why are French creating such weird shows, says the French? Yeah, no, I wondered that a lot. There was a time. Okay, I'm gonna put a pin on that. I'm just gonna read. Okay. Zodiac says Gargoyles is so good, man. I watched it during COVID quarantine, and man, being able to watch it 20 years in its entirety was such a treat. Yeah, I heard that Gargoyles is really good. I have never watched it. And fun fact, when I first learned of it as a little kid, it made me laugh. I have no idea why. Gotta stand out somehow. Yeah. I think that's part of it. But I remember that there was a time. I think that this was this was in the late 2000s, early 2010s. That there was a lot of European shows on Portuguese TV, and I remember thinking, like, why the heck are we getting so many weird, strange-looking European shows, and we're not getting something like Wakfu? By the way, that's our prerequisite Wakfu mention in every stream. Because at that time I already knew Wakfu, and I knew that it was French. That always blew my mind, by the way. It was so weird getting into a show that was not American and was not Japanese. So it was kind of weird to like navigate. Oh yeah, if you want to watch the original version, you have to watch it in French. And I'm like, I'm okay-ish with French, but they speak very fast. They speak very fast. But I've actually been thinking of going back and rewatching the entirety of Wakfu without subtitles, just to see like if I can grasp the language a bit better. That and a bunch of Asterix movies. Wakfu and Code Lyoko are awesome. Right, Code Lyoko, yeah. I didn't watch Code Lyoko. I think that at that time, what was I watching at that time? Was it during the time that like Camp Lazlo was a thing? I know that it has like nothing to do. Like I'm just trying to position myself chronologically. I think it was mid to late 2000s, if I'm not wrong. I know that it aired here. And why? Okay, now I'm a little bit confused because right, it aired on a channel that we have in Portugal called Canal Panda or Channel Panda. Because I remember that. Okay, it aired in English with Portuguese subtitles. Why did it air in English with Portuguese subtitles? Because like if it aired on general TV, it would not have had subtitles. It would have been in straight up, just it would have been dubbed. But but it wasn't, so yeah, no. And in that channel they used to have some stuff that was like subtitled and other stuff that was dubbed in a different language and then subtitled. We got Kochikame in Spanish, for example, with an awesome dub, by the way. If you ever had the chance to watch Kochikame in Spanish, go for it. Lyoko was the bomb back then. Yeah, I think that it did a lot of interesting things. I can't really say much. It reminded me a bit of Reboot, actually. Except Reboot was all 3D, and Code Lyoko only had the 3D and, like, I don't remember, like, the other world part. Okay. Did you guys get Sonic Set AM, the one with Sally? Interesting that you ask that. And it's too bad that we don't have any other denizens of the Portuguese dubbing wiki, the Portuguese dubbing wiki Discord here, because that is a very strange case. Okay, I'm just gonna read a little bit. Okay, then came Digimon Data Squad, and Hyper focused on that. They did dub it later, I believe. Oh, okay. Okay, so they did dub Code Lyoko. Okay. It was Kachikame, Doraemon, Ninja Hattori, Sergeant Keroro. Yes, Sergeant Keroro. Man, the dub of Sergeant Keroro is amazing. Like the Spanish dub, it's great. But yeah, okay. So Sonic Set AM. Sonic Set AM. Yeah, it's a bit. Okay, as Joni is saying, it aired once on a channel that existed for a very short time. So, to this day, because it didn't air like in the 90s, we didn't actually get it at the time that it would have been relevant, so to speak. It aired on this one channel that was specific to one cable provider, and I think that it only aired once or twice. I mean, Joni is saying that he did watch it, so he can probably confirm it. So yeah, its run was extremely limited, both time-wise and space-wise. Let's put it like that. Oh, it was. It was relevant. Okay, maybe not in the grand scheme of things, but my vision of it is a little bit skewed because I'm also a fan of the Sonic Archie comics, which are kind of like the continuation of it. So yeah, the relevancy of Sonic Set AM is a little bit, it's up for debate. So yeah. But the problem with the Sonic Set AM, the Portuguese dub of the Sonic Set AM show, is that we have people confirming, like Joni, that it did exist, but there is no hard evidence of it. There's only people's memories of it. Since it was so limited, there was almost nobody who actually recorded it. was able to rip it. Because, again, Kids Co. Not a lot of people had it. Most people who would have been watching the channel would have been kids, aka people who don't have any knowledge on how to rip things. So, yeah. You guys were mentioning a bunch of shoes we didn't have, a bunch of shows we didn't have here. Then I realized I didn't bring that one up, despite mentioning the other two Sonic shows. Yeah, no, that's basically what happened. We did have Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. I think it aired on TV, like on proper TV, and then we had VHS tapes with the dub that aired on TV released. I rented a few by day. So yeah. Okay, Kids Co. also had a weird redub of Super Mario Brothers 3. I believe ya. If they had Sonic Set AM, I believe that I also had a redub of that show. What I remember of that show is VHS tapes that we had like in Brazilian, but those came out like in 1992, 1991. They were very like early. Like those tapes are worth a bundle nowadays. You have DVD. Oh, right. They did release DVDs of that. Yeah, they did release DVDs of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah. Okay, so and I'm also getting, okay, so there were repeats. Okay, it's just that it was a very limited channel. Okay, I read Archie, but neither Satam nor Underground tied to the games well. Yes. No, they didn't. They didn't. Like, admittedly, like, Sonic Set AM is basically what you would get if you looked at Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 and tried to reimagining it. Like, try to figure out by yourself what is going on here. You know, just make stuff up based on that. But yeah. By the way, PPA, that's not the cat breaking things in the background. That's my mom making dinner. Like I said, today I don't have my good mic. I mean, my brother has like the same model, but since I was already kind of late, I didn't want to spend time still setting it up, and I thought, no, okay, it's yeah, Mandela effect. Yeah, I had no way to record it myself. There you go. There was a gag anime called which aired here once. Oh, Taro Alien. Never heard of that. But we also did get a bunch of like weird obscure anime. Some of it dubbed, some of it not, but most was dubbed. Years later, I could never find a torrent of it anywhere. Right? Yeah, no, that's really. I don't really want to talk about about lost media like that. So I have some DVDs of the original dub of Super Mario Brothers 3. That's super good. That is super good. Please rip them. We need to save those for posterity. So you guys know your cartoons. So I need help. I remember a cartoon about 3 girls who are witches, who are taught by an older witch, and they all fight some Joker-looking creep. Okay, I'm gonna try to think about that. But first, 2 things: Digimon or Pokemon? Honestly, they're very different. They're very different. Like, I think that on the whole, I'm more of a Pokemon person, but Digimon is also very good. But again, they're super different. Because like Digimon is a lot more narrative focused than, I mean, and then again, depends on what media of which franchise we're talking about. Because if we're talking about the games, If we're talking about the games, then, well, yeah, Pokemon all the way. If we're talking about, like, anime, Digimon is, like, Digimon actually tells stories with a beginning, a middle, and an end, so in that sense, it's a little bit more, it's better, quote-unquote, than Pokemon, but they're trying to do completely different things. Oh! Okay. But well, if anyone was wondering, there's your answer. If anyone was curious. Okay, and yeah. Actually, hey Mom. You wanna come here say hi?
Hi.
I don't know if you guys heard that.
Hi.
My mom says hi. Yeah, no, she's making, I think
I'm making dinner. Do you want some?
I don't know, can you guys hear that? Okay, just waiting for, I'm just waiting for the, we hear the hi. Hello, hi. That's what they're saying.
It's curry.
Yeah.
Chicken curry.
Yeah, my mom is making chicken curry for dinner. So yeah, does anyone want some? Oh, PPA says he already had dinner, but thank you. And Joni says he heard he heard you both times. So yeah, I decided to stream in the kitchen probably. Oh, Cyanic Core is asking if you're a Pokemon or a Digimon. She says she's a Digimon. I doubt it. I doubt it. You strike me more as more of a Pokemon person. You're a what? Oh, my mom says she's an Eevee. Oh, okay. No, now she says she's a Jigglypuff. Make up your mind. Oh, Audrey says, ma'am, I'm jumping on a plane. I'll be there in 1 hour for a plate of curry. Eevee the Digimon, nice. So yeah. But yeah, don't worry about the noise. It's just dinner. It's just dinner getting made. Yeah, New Round says that he already had dinner. At this point it's very late. And for us to enjoy our curry. So I managed to get my mom on a stream and I can't get my brother. Because she's a butt. I told him like, dude, I'm like this close to asking you to join my stream just for a little while. But yeah, actually speaking of my brother, since he likes like witches and stuff, maybe I can ask him if he recognizes if he recognizes the show. Come out, you lazy git. You know what? Yeah, no. I was saying that I was gonna ask him, but I'm gonna ask him personally. Okay, guys, just 1 second. Also, Johnny. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna start calling you Johnny then. Okay. Be right back. Just gonna close my eyes a little bit, so that it looks like I'm sleeping. It's a Mama Kairi cooking ASMR show now. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. I don't have a model yet for him, so I'm gonna start. So it's gonna look like I'm talking for 2 people.
Hello.
Hello, this is my brother. His name is P.S. Weasel, Psycho Samurai Weasel.
Hello. I've been on the internet for a very long time.
Yeah, I've already told them about your about your abridged series.
Oh my god. Why? Why would you subjugate them to that?
Because well, actually no, okay, that's gonna take a long time. I was thinking maybe bring up the picture that I had, you know, sketched of you.
No, that's probably gonna take
yeah, no, but
time,
it's gonna take a bit. It's gonna take a bit of time. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're a shaman after all. Makes sense that you can summon ghosts or channel them. Yeah. Currently there's 2 souls in this body.
I'm not dead.
Makes yeah, no, okay. You heard it. You heard a man.
God damn it.
You heard a man. He's not dead, so I can't channel him. Okay, it's him, the boy. This works. I was hoping for either a Sonic OC or a disembodied voice. Yeah, no, that's because of how I have this set up. It reacts to sound, so yeah. So yeah. A new round was asking about a show, a cartoon show.
Okay.
That maybe, like, I don't remember it, maybe you do.
What show?
Yeah. By the way, see what I mean when I say that I'm the eunuch of the family? Yeah. Like, listening to these 2. Maybe Kairi's dead and it's his body all along. The character model is a boy too. Yes. Yes.
I almost thought it was PlayStation Weasel. I get that a lot. I can tell you that much. When I revealed that my name was Psycho Samurai, a lot of people were confused.
Yeah, it works pretty well. It might be a PNG, but it feels alive enough. When we actually do like a collab of some sort, because I do want to have you on stream some other time. We're probably, to make things less confusing, we're probably going to use Discord reactive images.
Oh.
Like the Fugi.
Well, of Of course.
Yeah.
And we'll probably not be on the same room because that will just fuck things up.
Yeah. No, like.
Am I allowed to swear on your stream? I
Yes.
don't know. Okay.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay, so Neuron was talking about a show. Let me bring up the description. Ba, 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 ba.
Okay.
Okay.
This...
A cartoon about 3 girls who are witches, who are taught by an older witch, and they all fight some Joker-looking creep. Does that sound familiar in any way to you?
3 girls that were taught by a witch. It's like this. At the very first glance, it kind of reminds me of Doremi, but I'm pretty sure it's not Doremi because I don't remember Doremi having a lot of villains.
No, I think that it was. I think if it was Doremi, the New Round could identify it as such because Doremi is not that obscure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he remember if it was like an anime or a Western show?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
New Round. Maybe if you can like narrow it down to like, is it an anime or is it a Western show? Can you remember like what the general look of it is?
Yeah, he remembers Doremi.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can remember like the general look, can you pinpoint like what era?
Okay, cartoon, European looking. Was it anime inspired? Because that narrows things down. Because I am thinking of one show, but I don't think it is because I don't think they were witches. The old witch that I'm remembering, I think she was the villain of the show. And I don't remember a Joker-looking dude in that.
What was the show?
Strizirmaj.
Oh! The 3...
I don't know what it's called originally.
No, it's not witch.
It's not witch. Witch had 5 girls. And yes, they had a mentor, but she was not that important.
It was from the 90s.
The 90s? Oh god, it just made that harder.
Let me...
I don't think it's the 3 sisters. I don't think it's the Strizirmaj. I mean, you can still look it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna look.
But I highly doubt that it's that, because like I said, I don't remember them being witches.
They were witches for some episodes, I think.
I guess. The Triplets, that's the original title, apparently.
Yeah.
It only had 2 seasons, it felt like it had so much more. It was always freaking on.
Yeah. Portuguese channels, Portuguese channels air this like, I don't know, like they used to air the heck out of this thing. Okay, so the triplets. Let me see. What if it like okay, the triplets. No, it's not the triplets of Belleville.
I still need to watch that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's important. It was nominated for the Oscars.
Exactly. Especially because I want to know what the heck the movie is even about.
The triplets, the board...
The board witches?
The board
witch?
The board witch.
It is, if it is that, then it is the triplets. Because that is the witch from the show.
Oh.
That could be a spin-off though. That they just decide, hey, the witch is popular.
Yeah.
So,
The board witch is a funny character. She doesn't scare children, using her abilities, blah 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 blah. Okay. So
the thing that really confuses me is a Joker-looking villain. Because that's not a show that looks like it would have a Joker-looking villain.
Yeah, like what's saying here? Okay, let me see TV tropes. The Triplets was a Catalan animated series created by José Capdevila.
Oh, it's Catalan. That explains why it was always airing now.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the original books were about the witch, and then when they decided to make it into a show, they decided to focus on the triplets.
Apparently, no.
It's not?
No, it's not. It's not. She got her own spin-off show, but it wasn't. Okay. No, okay. Villain of the week. Was the Joker type? Wait. It's the little. Oh no!
What?
It's Lost Media.
It's Lost Media?
Yeah, the show. No, the show that he.
Oh no, I understood that. I'm just asking to confirm.
Yeah, the Little Witches.
Little Witch Academia.
No. Yeah, we were going a bit in circles. Actually, let me see what it looks like. The Three Witches. Wait, no, I don't. No, it's not.
Cartoon.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
No, it's not Macbeth. Cartoon 90s.
Hey, look, Doremi.
Maybe it's the. Huh. Witches turned Casper and Wendy evil. Ooh.
Okay, there's an IDM page. IMDb, I mean. Hey, look, Hocus Pocus.
Oh yeah, like I mean, if you talk about three witches, what three witches are the most famous? Okay, the Little Witches. It feels like.
Did they have a car?
Yeah, well, now we're just trying to look for like its French is from 1994. Okay, yeah. Oh,
It's an Australian French-Japanese production.
Yeah.
What a mess.
Whoa. But yeah, no, like I mean, you just have to look at the guy in the car to understand that this is European. This guy. Yeah, like that's a very European face.
Yeah, now that I'm looking at that, it doesn't look that it looks vaguely familiar.
Yeah.
Like very, very vaguely.
Yeah.
You said it was an old witch. This is a woman. You made me think it was like a grandma or something like that.
Yeah. I don't remember watching it, but I've seen some of these characters before. It was on RTL 2. Oh yeah. Wasn't RTL 2 the one where Sailor Moon aired?
Yes, at least from what you've told me.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, thank you for your service. If you want to go, you can leave now. Unless someone wants to ask him something.
I guess I can just wait and see if someone wants to ask me anything.
Yeah.
I guess.
The villain's mom was an old crone.
Oh, okay. And I'm only asking because I was working. That's it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. No, I thought I'd just call you in because I don't know when I'm gonna have the chance again, and I knew that it wasn't going to take too long.
Okay.
That's what I mean. Because I do think that some of the stuff that we talk about is interesting for all of this. Okay, Audrey has a question. Shoot.
Sure. I'm noticing there's a bunch of delay.
Oh yeah, no, the delay is crazy. Like, sometimes I have like both. Oh, how do we address your bro, sir? Kairi bro?
I mean, you can just call me whatever, to be honest. I guess Weasel. Simply because it's my username.
Yeah.
I'm used to it, so I guess that's the best answer I can give you.
Maybe what I can do. You probably wouldn't like that, but to keep it in like lore. He just rolled his eyes. Maybe I could try to figure out how you would say weasel in Atlantean or something.
Okay, I guess.
Like I was just saying that you didn't want to be represented as like an Atlantean.
Mm-hmm.
So I was saying that maybe I could have both representations, like a lore accurate one, and your actual one.
Okay, I guess.
That way we're both happy. I can use a version of you that is lore accurate if I need to, and like, dude, if you were a VTuber too, I would be totally okay if you did that. Okay.
Fine. I need to go work.
Okay. Okay. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, Chad.
Hello, Epic Gamer. Welcome. We just had a guest and he just left. So yeah, I'll call him Weasel, but in French for a little spice. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. Like, he's been Weasel on the internet for much longer than I've been Kairi. To give you an idea. So yeah. Okay, of the original 26 episodes, only 7 were found. 1 in Spain, 7 in Cambodia. Cambodia, of all places. That's a whole different continent. Okay, wait, no. If one of the countries that had a hand in the making of the show, then it's not that far, but still kind of is. Oh, hi. Okay, so Epic Gamer is Super Dragon Cat. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Welcome back. Welcome back. We are talking about stuff. We just uncovered an obscure show from the 90s in Europe, which apparently is mostly in Cambodia nowadays. Actually, I wonder if I could get some people to try to enact a search for this show. Because, like, okay, it wouldn't be the original version, but you guys remember I just mentioned the Portuguese dub wiki, right? Like, there's a bunch of people there who have some pretty rare recordings. And maybe I could ask them if anyone has any of this. Because since this is an European show, it's probable that it aired in Portugal. And if it aired in Portugal, there's a chance, it's slim, but there's a chance that someone might have caught an episode. This is also the kind of investigative work that I love to do, by the way. So yeah, never expected this to be lost. Yeah. Yeah, no, like, actually, I think that I'm pretty lucky because a lot of the things that I like, that I remember, didn't really become lost media. There was, for example, there was this one show that was close to becoming lost media, which I originally saw in VHS tapes. It was this thing called Lady Lovely Locks. And it's interesting to look at it because it kind of looks like anime, but also kind of not. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like the Good Times Disney bootlegs, the bootleg movies. But the style is somewhat similar. The style of the drawings is somewhat similar to that, and apparently that show is kind of hard to find, but I think that it's available on YouTube because someone had the episodes and they uploaded them, and the creator of the show, or at least one of the head writers of the show, actually gave them the go-ahead for them to keep the episodes there. Kairi, it had an extremely limited release. I mean, yeah, but sometimes we got weird stuff, you know? Are you familiar with an anime named Yacht? The Lost Media Wiki only lists 4 languages. I mean, I don't think it hurts to try. But yeah, no, like, I know that it's gonna be hard. Okay, like if Spanish is included, there's a very high likelihood that a Portuguese version also existed. Mostly because, you know, people tend to lump Portugal and Spain in the same thing. It's the entirety of Iberia. It's Paldea. There's no Portugal and Spain. It's Paldea. So yeah, the Paldean media tends to walk hand in hand from both sides. But yeah, no, like I'll just ask. Like it doesn't hurt to try. Again, I'm pretty like I'm not promising like any sort of results, like. But because I know that it's very hard. But you know, you never know. Like again, Portuguese media is not very well known outside of Portugal, so there could be a chance that it did exist. It's just not on the Lost Media Wiki. But yeah. Actually, I think I put a pin on something way back when, and I don't remember what it was. Because I did have something that I was going to bring up after all of this. What was it? Game development is hard but very epic when you're finished. Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. The Spanish title is Aprendices de Bruja, French Le Petit Sorcière, and German it was Wir Hexen gegen Wall Street. With the project you were making? I was making a gaming project? I'm actually working on a thing. In fact, that's something that I want to talk about that I haven't touched upon because you know, this is a Kairi Zatsu stream. Anything can happen. You can even get weasels in the making. In the proceedings. Ah, that name rings a bell. Yeah. Les Petites Sorcières. You know, again, I'll try to look into this later. I'll try to look into this later, maybe still today. We'll see. Okay. No, that's just what I was saying. I'm not developing a game. Sorry, Epic Gamer. No, I'm not developing a game. If I had time to develop a game, that would be a very good sign. But right now I don't. So yeah, but yeah. Speaking of things that I am working on, it's a secret. Yeah. Ugh. Excuse me. So I am working on a thing that, again, it was already in the works before the whole thing with my dad. But I'm still working on it, but I haven't been able to record it yet. I thought that cartoon was a fever dream. Yeah, sometimes you get stuff like that. One of these days I'll share an experience that I had with that as well. Yeah, at least I am a game developer. Oh, cool. But yeah, it's going to be like it's a small thing. It was not meant to the development, well, like the making of was not supposed to have taken this long. It just happened that way. But rest assured that it is coming. I can't really give you an ETA right now, but yeah, it is going to. I am going to release it. I am going to release it sooner rather than later. Did you dream an entire cartoon? Oh man, I wish. Oh man, I wish. That would be my dream. That would be my dream to make like an entire cartoon series. Like even as I am right now, you know, as you see me, Kairi, I would love it if there could be like a show. Like if I could make up a show based on my lore, basically. There's actually two timelines in which it could work. One is this timeline that I'm doing right now. The other is a possible timeline after Atlantis sinks. Which again, I've mentioned before, it is gonna happen. There's no two ways about it. Yep. So I'm working on one of my games like right now. Oh, okay. Then good luck with that, because I know that game development is super hard. I've never delved into it, but I know that it takes a lot. But yeah, but that's actually something that I would love to be able to do. Like I would love to be able to make like an entire series. If it couldn't be like a cartoon, maybe like audio dramas or something. Like in which you actually tell a story with continuity, and you can have people imagine what happens, but you don't need the visuals, so to speak. So it's easier and cheaper to make, but again, not sacrificing what actual storytelling and what actual good character development is. You know, just a different way to showcase a story when your means are limited. that is something that I would love to be able to do. And actually, this that I'm doing is a little bit of a prototype for that, I could say. Like, I'm not saying that I'm actually gonna do something like that, but it's something that I thought of doing. Like the many projects that I think of, that I think of doing, and I can't really do it because it's hard and stuff. Wait another 5 years and you can probably get AI to generate animation from a few hand-drawn keyframes. Maybe. Like, I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit scared of discussing AI, to be honest, because I've seen some discourse about it, and it's complicated because I don't want to be like a negative Nancy and say, oh, technology should not do certain things, but I'm also like, I'm also aware of the major problems that it brings with it. So I'm not sure if I want to talk about it. Iffy on using AI, yeah. Like if I could do things like completely traditionally, because like one thing is using keyframes, another is using straight up AI. Because I've also seen the discourse that, oh, using keyframes is lazy. Dude, sometimes you actually need that. It's just that if AI evolves to a point where it can do all the things, because here's the thing. I'm just gonna say this, and then I'm gonna try to move on. One of the things that AI is very bad with is that, okay, so we make technology to help us do things that take a lot of time, so we can use that time doing other things. But here's the thing, a lot of the stuff that AI is being used for also falls under the category of other things that people actually like to do and are actually passionate about doing. Because one thing is mechanizing or roboticizing, that kind of sounds bad, like an assembly line or something. Another is actively make it so that people who are passionate about their job can't do it because people are going to, you know, try to find alternatives to giving you money for food, basically. Ironic how the past showed robots doing all the labor and us doing art, and now it's not good. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. Like, I don't think that there is, you know, all that bad. We just need some power rings and it'll all be fine. Yeah. Yes, indeed. At least right now the AI is advanced enough to sing songs. Yeah, and that's a bit of a problem, because, you know, people sing because they want to sing, because they are passionate about singing. Like, if you use AI to do that, like, because you could say that for example, AI and songs that had it start with like Vocaloid, but Vocaloid is not like AI. You still need a musician to make it work. So yeah, you still need someone putting in the time and someone who actually wants to see the thing done. Like, because it's yeah. This is just another iteration of the Industrial Revolution. I hate the Industrial Revolution. Yeah. Yeah, no, like, I think it's very strange that, like, why can't we have both things? Why can't we have our lives made easier, but also still be able to enjoy some of the things that makes being human good and something that is enjoyable. Like, wouldn't have your computer without it. He's aware of that. He's aware of that. We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't in some part due to the Industrial Revolution. But you get what we mean, right? SpongeBob seeing the real Slim Shady by Eminem. Like, see, when someone made a Nutao based on SpongeBob, it was funny. Like, using SpongeBob, using just an AI to sound like SpongeBob, and, just tell it say this, and it says okay, and then it does, that's not, I don't think that has the same charm, Like, it's just, meh. Speaking of singing, I still haven't given up on making covers. And I think I found at least one person who can help. I still haven't contacted them, but I think that I'm going to be able to I kind of lost myself. AI emulating voice actors is impressive, but sentence mixing was always yes. That is 100% correct, PPA. I cannot agree with your statement more. Yeah, that's A-okay, but when you use a dead artist's voice to make yourself albums, it gets awful. Yeah. Yeah. No, that just goes into... Like, where do you... I mean, I know where I would cross the line. It's like, dude. I mean, when people were going around like, oh, we should be worried about the singularity and stuff, I don't think that this is what I had in mind. Like, this is just so out of left field. But yeah, as I was saying, I think I found someone who can help me with covers. I still haven't contacted them. I still haven't contacted them, but I think that since they're not very popular, maybe it'll be okay. And like, the reason why I say not very popular, I mean, like, they're probably not too busy, because I do like to commission things to people who are not like up to their necks in work, because then I only feel like I'm only piling it up, and I want to help people, but I don't want to make them feel like oh my god, I have all this stuff and stuff. Okay, that's maybe a weird thing that I do. I don't know. Hello, Hino! Welcome! It's been a while! Yeah. FNAF lore solve speedrun voiced by Microsoft TTS voice. That is a lot funnier. That is a lot funnier than AI. Not a fan of digital necromancy either, yeah. The recent Biggie Smalls debacle crossed the line. I don't know who Biggie Smalls is. Still, US presidents playing Call of Duty and JFK complaining about stream snipers is I mean, yeah. Yeah, no, see, that's I think that that's an acceptable use because it falls into parody. Because it falls into the realm of parody. So it's, I don't know, like, I think that it gets a little bit of leeway, but we have to be careful about the leeway that we give that kind of stuff. Biggie is not. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. But yeah, still haven't given up on doing covers. And another thing. The best use of AI voices I've seen is people creating mods for Morrowind to create voiceovers for all the text box dialogue. Oh, I mean, yeah, no, that is pretty good, I would say. Yeah, okay. Morrowind. That kind of sounds like a game that Seth Zintak would play. For some reason, I don't know. But yeah, another thing that I wanted to bring up is that I kind of wanted to make something special for my anniversary. Oh, okay then. I mean, yeah, makes a lot of sense. And New Vegas mods, I'm kind of okay with that. Oh, Fallout New Vegas, yeah. But yeah, so my anniversary is coming. My streaming anniversary is coming up, and I kind of wanted to do something special, but I don't really know what it should be, because no, my streaming anniversary. The anniversary of the first time that I pressed the go live button and did not have sound for most of it. Yeah. But yeah, Audrey, yes, please don't have the anniversary stream muted. Yeah. But yeah, like, I did want to have big plans. But I don't know if I can, like, implement them on such short notice, because the anniversary is going to be on August 27th. And yeah, I really wanted to do something special, but I don't really know what can I cook up in just 2 months. Because the other project that I mentioned, I don't want that to be it. That's just a thing that I want to do because I want to, and I hope to do more like it. But it's not meant to be like oh, come on, wouldn't it be a good callback? I mean, yeah, it would be a good callback, but oh, I know. I'm gonna make the entire stream with signs, or just typing. Yeah, no, because there's a bunch of things that I want to do that I'm not in the position of being able to do them yet. Like, for example, a few things that I want to do, and if it was like, if under ideal circumstances, all of that would be done for, all of that would debut. See what I did there? On the anniversary. Like, for example, I wanted to get a live 2D model. I wanted to have a custom-made logo. I wanted maybe maybe again, maybe because I'm not too unhappy with what I have right now, but like custom overlays, a computer to run all of that. Kairi shows off the shiny new 3D model by doing a mute stream and communicating entirely in sign language. I would need to learn it first. Which, by the way, am I the only one who thinks that it's kind of dumb that different languages have different sign languages as well? So if you learn like French sign language, you can't communicate with someone who knows like American sign language because they're different. That is kind of weird. Oh, another thing that I want to do, that I want to make, but that one I can guarantee you that I want to make it like regardless. It's just that under ideal circumstances, I would have been able to do it for the anniversary or something. A lore video. I really wanted to do a lore video. I know that PPA, for example, suggested to me to watch the Wind Waker opening cinematic, and I haven't done that yet because other stuff keeps getting in the way. And whenever I remember that I'm not like next to a phone or my computer, maybe I should make a note of it. Maybe I should watch it like right after stream. Which, by the way, it's not gonna take much longer because dinner is almost ready. Punchline was still talking the entire time, didn't mute it on purpose. Nobody said anything because it seemed to be intentional. Yeah. It's so stupid. Yes! Yes, lore! Yes! I wonder if they have perceived accents like particular wrist snaps, posture, and mannerisms to the signs. Yeah, sometimes I wonder that too. Because, like, the way that you do a certain gesture is not going to be the same as, you know, the person next to you. There's always going to be little quirks and little tweaks. Kairi lore, that's a huge number of pages. Someone suggested to me, I think that it was actually someone who's here, but I don't remember who it was. I apologize for that. That I could make a wiki, and I'm like, dude, I want to do that. I actually want to make a wiki, all about Atlantis and all about the timeline, the timeline that I'm in, like the happenings and stuff. The happenings, like all the different Atlantean cities, all the different like, you know, like an actual wiki, like, you know, with geography, mythology, fauna, flora, all of that. So yeah. Weren't you also going to make a short right after stream? No, that's a video that's already done. It's just not uploaded yet. That's the thing that I'm gonna upload. But I can do both. I can upload the video and I can upload the video and take a look at the Wind Waker opening cinematic. Yeah. Things getting in the way. Hey Kairi, about that Duolingo stream. Yeah. That's one of the things that, like, I want to see, because, like, I like streaming on weekends, but there's also another thing that it's also a thing that I wanted to discuss. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to jump into that. Yeah, wiki page. Oh yeah, right. There's also another thing in the works that I'm gonna talk about briefly, but after this. Okay. So, the thing is, I still have to work. I still have to work in the capital. I still have to do the whole full-time job thing. And that's been weighing on my mind a lot. I think I mentioned it briefly before when I was talking about my dad. That his death made me kind of realize. Well, I already knew, but it's one of those things, like, it brings it to the forefront, you know, that life is super short, and sometimes we don't realize it, right? So I started thinking if being in the capital is really what I want. And it's like this, I know that it's not what I want. I'm gonna try to talk to my boss to see if I can work remotely. I don't think that's going to be like a possibility right now because I'm still, like, you know, on a trial phase. But I really need to ask, because living in the capital is just, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. So, I mean, a lot of these things that I talk about, you know, being able to like commission people, being able to commission people and talk about, and mostly being able to commission people and getting stuff like for example a gaming computer that I still need, you know, some games and stuff like that. You know, all of that takes money, and with the job that I have right now, I can somewhat afford those things. But the thing is, okay, so I can afford those things, but I don't have time to enjoy some of them. I don't know. Maybe this is going, you know, a little bit rambly. But yeah, and then there's also another thing. One thing that my mom, for example, keeps telling me that I can do is I can come home on the weekends. And I'm like, yeah, but the weekends are the only times that I can stream. So I'm kind of like in a position where I have to choose between work, family, and creative endeavors. Let's put it like that. Because, like, if I'm working the entire week and weekends are the only time that I can stream, like, I mean, I could stream while at home. I mean, I'm doing it right now, but it's kind of, you know, I mean, I would need to set things up differently. I mean, fortunately or unfortunately, my dad's office now is vacant. Because, you know, he was the one who used to use it, and now he's not here anymore, so relatable, yeah. Yeah, you know that question that sometimes people ask, do you work to live or do you live to work? Yeah. Accidentally misspell screenshot to screen shit while sending a screenshot of my game to my... Yeah. I get that. That is also relatable. But yeah, that's something that's been kind of weighing on my mind lately. And it's giving me a lot to think about, because, like, it's just like, if you don't like where you live, and I tried looking for advice on the internet, which is a great thing to do, by the way. I tried looking for if people had, like, any insight on that sort of thing, but most of it doesn't really apply to my situation, because, like, I'm living in the place that I am right now solely because of work. And And most advice has to do with like being in a place that you can't afford to move out of or something like that. And that's not really my case. I can't afford, quote unquote, to move out of the capital. I have places that I could live in that I wouldn't even have to pay rent. So it's not a matter of that. It's a matter of, can I move and still keep making money? So yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all of that. For all of that rambly bit. But yeah. So that's also something that I have to think about, and it's what has been making me think maybe I should try to do streams on the like during the week. But it's like I really don't know if that's a good idea, because when I get home I'm like super tired from work. And it's like, it's not that the work is like heavy, but just the trip. Just the trip to and from, just the commute. It's like, and then having to spend so much time of the entire day being like, what am I doing here? Because that's also the thing. Like, I can't really complain about the work that I have, because there's a lot of times during the day where I don't even have anything to do. Like, I've done my tasks, I'm just waiting for new ones. And during that time, I can't do anything else. I'm just there waiting for new tasks to come in. And sometimes they do. Less than half an hour before it's leaving time. So yeah. So yeah, but it's just like I figure, like, I think of the time that I'm wasting there. Like, I have been using some of that time to work on stuff for like the streams and stuff. Like, for example, some like corrections that I've done, like some jotting down of lore things, some research. I've been doing that sometimes in that time. But that still means that I can't like record stuff. I can't really set up stuff, or like I can't really set up stuff or configure stuff in my YouTube account and Streamlabs, etc. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, because I can't have my computer at work. I've asked if I could have my computer at work, and they said no. No, we don't want to mix personal stuff with work stuff. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no, that's perfectly understandable, but you know, also relatable. You're going to get burnt out if you stream during the week. Yeah, that's the highest likelihood. Yeah, the highest the likeliest possibility. Let's put it like that. So yeah. But yeah, so that's what's been going on. And before I go, I just also want to say something that I mentioned. I started talking. I'm just gonna go ahead with it. I mentioned wanting to have a Live 2D model, and the beginning part of that is already on the move. Let's put it like that. It has already started. the process of getting to the point of having a Live 2D model. I'm not sure how long it's going to be. I'm not sure how long it's going to be before I'm actually able to get it and use it. But I can tell you, it's already in the works. Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm excited again. Like I'm excited. I'm reasonably excited because yeah, I'm just gonna say this. I already ordered like the base model. I still have to find a rigger. I still have to find a rigger, and I'm still shopping around, seeing what prices people are doing, and then after that, I'm still gonna have to save money for a few months to be able to pay the rigger without breaking the bank. Because, like, yeah, no, this is something that I really want to do, but I don't want to go broke doing it. So, so yeah, no, but the drawing is already in the works. And another thing, what? Okay, fine. And my brother was going to say something, but he said for me to finish what I was saying first. Okay. Okay. It's high time for dinner, so I'm just gonna say this. Something else that's in the works. A Discord server. That's all I'm gonna say. It's still not completely. It's still not completely done, but it's in the works. We are working on it. Some really nice folks helped me a lot. In fact, they actually made it as a surprise. So yeah, that's being worked on, and it's gonna go live much sooner than the Live 2D model. I'm just gonna say that. So yeah, not IRC, off-brand. Yeah, I know it should be IRC. Okay, guys, I'm gonna finish stream because a little tidbit about this stream. It was entirely done it was entirely done on the kitchen table, so I need to vacate the premises for us to actually have the chicken curry dinner that my mom was making. So so yeah, sorry it's a little bit sudden, but yeah, we're gonna go now, and I'm gonna next week we're gonna have a schedule, so look forward to that. And as always, whether you're watching this live or the VOD, you know that your presence is always appreciated. And as always, see you soon, or as they say in Atlantis, Ekaze! Bye! Better read it before your viewers show up. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that right now. Okay. Ekaze! Bye!